All right, Trippy. Trippy, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Austin, Texas.
Austin. And tell me about your family growing up. You had both your parents?
I didn't really have family growing up. I was born to father, mother, 17, 21. Mother was 17, father was 21. Hardcore fucking crackheads. Addicted to every drug under the sun, you name it. I was conceived on an acid trip. And born addicted to crack, heroin, meth, alcohol. Basically had to detox for like six whole months when I was born. So they had to keep me in the hospital so I could detox and shit. Can I curse?
Of course.
Okay. When I was 4, my mom died of cancer. So me and my younger brother, 14 months younger than me, were taken by foster care forcibly. So my father had to just, he had no choice in the matter, like being addicted to drugs, and wife just died. Living conditions were very fucked up. I don't even actually remember living in a house or apartment or anything like that. We were just really bouncing around, really. Couch hopping and shit, and when we were adopted, I guess it was complete opposite side of the spectrum. The woman that adopted us is a multi-millionaire, fucking what's it called? Manager of Aetna Insurance, and so childhood after the adoption was okay, I guess, but suffered a lot of trauma, like with the separation and fucking how do you say
You were missing being with your dad?
Yeah, like having no memory of it at all. I wasn't told I was adopted until I was 13. So like there was that whole thing where like when I was finally told I was adopted, it's like I completely rebelled and like completely went against everything.
Oh, so you didn't know that you were adopted?
No, I didn't know until I was...
Because it was so young?
Yeah.
But you sensed
I have no memory of my parents at all. No memory of my mom. Don't even remember the sound of her voice.
But when you found out, it made sense?
When I found out, I still didn't know anything. I didn't meet my dad until I was 21.
Wow.
When I found him he actually found us on Facebook, and he invited me to come live with him back in Austin. We moved up to Connecticut when I was adopted. When I was 8, we moved up to Connecticut from Texas, and that's where she got the Aetna job and all that. I went through every school grade. Like I graduated high school, but 12 I started like 12 is when I finally like felt like there was something wrong here, and like I started experimenting with pills and all that, and drinking, and I started smoking pot at 14. Cigarettes at 14, fucking, and everything else came after that. And but I guess like when I was 6, I started riding bikes, BMX bikes as an escape, and making music and shit. So I was actually one of the youngest kids to ever be sponsored for BMX. One of the youngest kids to ever fucking be in the X Games for BMX. Been in the X Games twice and D-Tour once. The first person and youngest person to ever do a triple backflip on a BMX bike. All that. And in high school was just, I didn't really go to school, but I still ended up graduating with all my credits somehow. I don't know, just typical black sheep.
Yeah.
Like,
what is you had a brother?
I had a brother, yeah. We really don't have a relationship at all. Even though we came from the same family, the same, blood and everything, but...
Is he different than you?
We're polar opposites. He's actually like fucking goody two shoes.
The same biological parents?
Yeah, he doesn't do drugs and none of that. Like,
Oh.
he actually went to college and he did all that. Like, Eagle Scout, fucking honors, all that shit.
Really? Do you feel like it's a genetic thing that you inherited from your...
Yeah, definitely. Me and my father are literally the same fucking person.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So you've been homeless now for how long?
Pissed since I was like 14.
How old are you now?
27.
27.
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
No.
No kids. You been in love before?
Yep. I've been engaged. And that complete shithole. The fucking bitch fucking basically tore my heart out. Fucking did everything she said she wasn't gonna do. You know, it was basically stereotypical fucking Romeo and Juliet, I guess. Mm.
And you're homeless now, living in a tent?
Well, no. Right now, I'm in Project Roomkey.
Oh, so you got a roof over your head?
Yeah, I'm in a Highland Gardens hotel.
Yeah. But they got you off the from being on the street?
Yeah. Yeah, my ex actually, well, she was my girlfriend at the time. She got me into her room at the Gardens. And
so you were on the streets in Hollywood?
yeah. Came out here to Hollywood 5 years ago from Texas for drug treatment. You know, I wanted to get clean and all that, and see where that got me.
Yeah. What is your drug today?
Heroin, fentanyl.
Mm-hmm. You've OD'd?
Several times.
Yeah.
I probably hold the record for most ODs. 180 in 1 year.
180?
Yeah, at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you still ODing to this
No,
day?
no.
Now you're
I haven't OD'd in probably 2 years.
Your body's probably
Well, no.
used to it.
Yeah, about 2 years actually. Yeah, 2 years.
Your body gets used to.
Yeah, I've gained a severe tolerance. Yeah.
Do you still get high from it?
I mean,
you just get well from it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like I'm chasing the high that I can't get anymore. You know.
Do you think there's any fix for your situation? I mean, not that it needs to be fixed. Maybe it's something that you're cool with.
I'm not cool with it actually. I hate it. I really want out of it, but I guess I'm in too deep now. Like,
it just seems like it's in your DNA.
This is just the life I was meant to live.
Wow. Do you have hope of?
Yeah, I have hope, but I hope that I'll get better. Not that I'm gonna get off drugs or none of that.
Yeah, it's maybe too far a reach to assume that you're gonna get clean and put on a
It's
suit
way
and
too
tie
far out of the picture to even
get a
think
job
about
at an
it.
insurance agency.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna happen.
yeah,
But some form of living that's a little healthier, maybe.
yeah, definitely.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, my girl got her Section 8 housing approved and all that, so we'll be getting an apartment pretty soon and all that. So that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. You've been living like this for a while. What's the? You probably have got some interesting stories living on the streets in Hollywood.
Yeah, I could tell you a couple of things.
What kind of stuff has happened to you? Or have you seen?
Okay, well, Martin Sheen actually. Me and my homeboy were shooting up meth in the cubbyhole on Highland Boulevard, Hollywood and Highland, and Martin Sheen walked past us as we were fucking doing our shots.
Martin Sheen?
Martin Sheen, yeah.
The dad.
Yeah, and he just looked at us and he like seen what we were doing and he just walked past us and he called us tweakers, and so that was pretty fun. Yeah, that was my actual first celebrity encounter in Hollywood.
Getting called a tweaker. Back.
Yeah, getting called a tweaker by Martin Sheen. At least I'm not as Charlie, you know. Not as bad as his son.
What would you call success in your life?
Just being happy. That's all I want. I just want to be happy.
Have there been moments where you've been happy?
There's been moments, yeah, but very short-lived. I was happy when I was with my girlfriend for 2 years, But then, the fentanyl kind of fucked that all up. She won't get back with me until I get off of fentanyl, but I'm probably never going to get off of fentanyl, so.
Do you consider yourself self-destructive?
Extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah, extremely.
Like if something you run into.
It's just like that. That's my natural reaction to everything. It's like it's all I've known my entire life, so it's all I know what to do. I go to drugs. Like anything happens in my life, I go to drugs. Like.
And the woman who adopted you, I mean, you consider her a good parent?
No.
No.
Terrible mother.
Oh, is that right?
She was never home. She barely fucking supports us. Well, barely supports me. She supports my brother like full-fledged, 100%, but she doesn't do shit for me. She doesn't want shit to do with me. I haven't spoken to her since I've been here, so.
Do you feel misunderstood by most people?
Yeah, very much so.
What do you think people don't see when they look at you?
The good in me. I'm actually a really fucking good person. I'm a fucking huge sweetheart. I'm really not like the stereotypical drug addict that I'm actually like. I'm a really good fucking person. I have a huge heart. Like I'm really caring and fucking understanding. I see the good in everybody else that nobody sees in me, I guess, and I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So.
Do you think that the way you style yourself, the mohawk and the tattoos and the piercings and all that kind of stuff?
I think it kind of throws people off a little bit, but.
Do you think you do that on purpose, just maybe test people?
Maybe. Probably a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And somebody really needs to make an effort to get through.
Somebody did for a little while, and then, my drug use kind of fucked that up. Like, it did my fucking bicycle career, like it did my music career. Like,
do you feel like some interest, something like your motorcycle, your bicycle riding, or your music might pull you away from the streets and the drugs and all that?
I hope so.
Or
maybe
lead
one
to
day.
a healthier lifestyle?
I hope so one day. I hope to get sponsored again. But, until then, I'm just going through the motions,
Have you tried to get clean?
I tried, yeah. But, like I said, it's just not for me. Sober life is just not for me. I can't do it.
What kind of kid were you back in high school?
Pretty much the same as I am now, but younger and stupider.
You're wising up as you get older.
Yeah, definitely.
You still talk? Is your dad around still?
Yeah, I talk to my dad all the time. My dad's my homeboy. My dad's my nigga. I love that dude.
He understands you?
Yeah.
That's great.
They're the exact same fucking person. Like,
he has hope for you.
oh yeah.
Where's your dad at today?
He's back home still. He's still in Austin.
Still using?
Yeah. He's a meth head though, but so like we're kind of like on opposite spectrums with that. Whereas I'm a downer person, he's an upper person, but we're still got that mutual understanding, So.
Trippy's an interesting name. How did you get the name Trippy?
Okay, well, my real name is Travis, but Trippy was gained when I was about 17, I think, 16, 17. I used to do a lot of acid back in high school. A lot of acid back in high school. And basically, how I got the name Trippy specifically is me and my buddy were walking around town, Glastonbury, Connecticut, tripping our nuts off on acid. And I was just the whole trip I was walking, all I was saying was trip, 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 trippy, trippy, trip, trip, trippy, trip, 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 trippin', trip, trippy, tripper, tripper. And he couldn't remember my real name, so he just started calling me Trippy, and it stuck.
And now you're Trippy.
And now I'm Trippy.
Cool. What do you worry about? What are you afraid of?
Death, dying, and not coming back.
Yeah, but then you've OD'd so many times. You're pushing what's.
Yeah.
You're seeing what you can get away with, maybe, or getting close to what you.
testing the limits.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory?
Meeting my dad.
That must have been great.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I lived with him for 10 months before I came out here.
Did some of the pieces of the puzzle start to fit when you met him?
All of them did. Everything made sense. I'm actually the oldest of 5. I have 3 half siblings. One of them was only able to live for about 4 months, and then died. But the other 2, my dad has custody of them. Finally, after years and years and years of trying to get custody from them, him and his wife finally got custody of my brother and sister. So I have yet to meet them, but hopefully when I decide to go back home, I'll have that chance.
That's great.
And that's probably going to be the eye-opening experience that I need, is meeting, my baby siblings. So I can finally have the opportunity to be the big brother that I'm supposed to be all along, I guess.
It must have been interesting for you to go from never connecting with your dad and wondering why you're like this, maybe?
Oh, it was crazy.
And then seeing that and oh, now I see.
Yeah. Just the way we talk, the way we walk is exactly the same. We're even so closely identically looking. I'm literally like his shadow. It's ridiculous.
That's great.
Yeah, it's cool.
Do you have any regrets?
Several. Probably more than I can count. Probably more than I want to count.
Anything in particular that stands out?
Getting involved in drugs in the first place. I definitely regret that, because definitely wouldn't be here right now.
Do you feel
But I feel at the same time that I was like, it was meant for me to experience, to gain the experience,
Do you feel like the addiction kind of steps on your creativity?
Yeah, definitely.
It might enhance it for a while, but then ultimately it will lead to my downfall. Yeah. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned?
Everything in moderation.
It's a good one. It's a good one. All right, Trippy. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Of course.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.